Hi, I'm Erin Edwards,
And I'm Jessie Danton.
and we are presenting our community project for health and wellness promotion.
Our mission statement for our program is aimed at helping the track and field student athletes improve their dietary consumption and lifestyle choices in order for them to excel on and off the track.
Our goals were to improve bone health of the student athletes, to increase awareness of how dietary choices affect bone health, and to reduce stress fracture occurrence among the team.
Our objectives were, by the end of the regular track season at the end of May 2013, we would like to be able to reduce the number of stress fractures among the Missouri State track and field women by half as compared to the 2012 season. Our second objective is, by the end of the regular track season at the end of May 2013, we would like to see at least 50% of the track athletes choosing appropriate pre-race meals with emphasis on calcium intake balance. And our last objective is that by the end of the regular track season at the end of May 2013, we would like to see 100% of the track athletes explain one way to prevent stress fractures through dietary measures.
We narrowed our priority population down by first deciding we wanted to work with students at Missouri State. And since that was too broad of a category, we narrowed it down to athletes in Missouri State. As Jessie and I are both part of the track and field team, we decided to narrow our priority population down to the track team, which is appropriate because the community planner should come within the priority population, and that's what we are. And then, since we only have a female team here for the track team, we decided that female track and field athletes were our priority population, and there are 34 members on the roster right now and 34 participants in our program.
The implementation of our program started with a pre-survey that we created to assess the women's knowledge of calcium intake and how it affects their bone health and their performances on the track. We then viewed the results and found that the women who scored lower should go to our team nutritionist and our athletic trainers to get the proper advice that they need on proper calcium intake. We then created a brochure, which we used the Surgeon General and other resources, which said that, which highlighted the top 3 choices that you should use for proper calcium intake in bone health was activity, which we get enough of as a track team, consultation, which we have available to us from the team nutritionist, doctors, and our athletic trainers, and finally through dietary means, which Erin and I decided to focus the majority of our program on. We then we implemented the brochures and gave the information for the girls to review and learn on their own. And finally, we have, since our program isn't technically done yet because it's not the end of our track season, we created a post survey and other means to kind of calculate how we wanted to view our results by the end of the program.
Overall, we just decided to work with the team during practices, since that was when most of the priority population would be there, and when some weren't, we found other ways to contact them and find them to give them the pre-season survey, and we handed out the brochure to the coaches and the athletic trainers that are working with the team and all the athletes. And overall, it went pretty well. We talked with all the girls, and they were able to, approach us during practice. And since we were there every day with them, they were able to come to us and ask us any questions if they needed. And next semester, when the season is in full bloom, we'll be able to follow their dietary habits more and continue with our implementation. In our final project outline, we described how we would continue to observe their dietary habits and also find other ways, if we could find more brochures to give them and different ways through dosage and multiplicity to get the message across that calcium is important and it was going to positively affect their bone health if they increased it.
Our pre and post measures were mainly assessed from the surveys that we gave out. Our pre-measure that had the most usable results was the amount of calcium we were calculating per each athlete that to consume daily. Most of our athletes did not consume they consumed the right amount, but there were a few that were under the 1,000 milligram mark that we were really concerned about, so we implemented them mainly into our program and really helped them to get the information that they needed. We can't really discuss our post measurements because the program isn't done yet, because the end of the track season is in May. So we are hoping to get positive results. So far, we don't have anyone in stress fractures or in boots at the time, but we did have 4 girls at the beginning of the semester. But luckily, that's cleared all up, and so we're hoping to move forward with the program.
I do feel like our program will have an impact on the quality of life for this priority population because, as we stated in our mission statement, we wanted their lifestyle choices to be changed for them to excel on and off the track. And obviously, if you don't have a stress fracture, you can excel performance-wise, and also it's something you don't have to worry about in your daily life, and it improves the general health of every participant. So, yes, we do think the quality of life would be affected in a positive way.
Yay.
That's all. Thank you.
Thanks.